dealing with the chapter motion and laws of motion. In the last class, we have studied about Newton's first law of motion. Okay, so today we are going to move to the another section, that is momentum. I think it's a new concept up to you. Okay, look at here. Here you can see a picture. Okay, based on this picture, we want to do an activity. What's the activity? Here you can see two bowls, 1 and 2. Okay, take two empty ice cream bowls of identical size and shape. We want to take two empty ice cream bowls of same identical size and shape, and we want to fill one bowl with the sand. Okay, we want to fill one bowl with the sand. Fill a wide tray with wet sand, and also we want to fill a tray with wet sand also. Okay, then we want to drop the two ice cream bowls from the same height into this wet sand. We want to drop the two ice cream bowls from the same height into the wet sand. Okay, one ice cream bowl is empty and one ice cream bowl is filled with the sand. Okay, then what may be the observation here? We can find it will be seen that two pits are formed on the tray. Okay, here you can see two pits are formed on the sand. Okay, then what may be the observation and inference? Here their speed of fall is same. The two bowls have the speed of fall is same, but the bowl with higher mass forms a deeper pit or a deeper impact. Impact means aghadam. Okay, the bowl with higher mass forms a deeper pit. Okay, so we can say mass increases, the impact or the pit also will be large. Okay, is it clear? Then, does speed influence the impact? Once again, does speed influence the impact? Yes, speed influences the impact. Okay, as the speed of bullet increases, the impact is also increased. Okay, then when a ball falls from greater height, its velocity also increases. Okay, is it clear? Then what do you mean? What do you mean by momentum? What do you mean by momentum? Momentum is the characteristic property of an object. Momentum is the characteristic property of an object. Momentum is the characteristic property of an object. Okay. Momentum is the characteristic property of an object. Okay, so we can say momentum is the product of mass into velocity. Okay, momentum is the product of mass into velocity. So we can write momentum is equal to mass into velocity. We want to find the unit of momentum. Do you know the unit of momentum? So we know that the unit of mass is kilogram. Okay, the unit of mass is kilogram. And the unit of velocity is meter per second. The unit of velocity is meter per second. So we can write momentum is equal to, or the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Okay, is it clear? The unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Okay, the unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Is it clear? Look at your textbook. In page number 50, here you can see some questions based upon the momentum. Okay, I will read the questions. The first question. A car of 1000 kilogram moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, here the velocity is given and mass is also given. Here the mass is Here the mass is how much? 1000 kilogram. Okay. Here the mass is 1000 kilogram. I forgot to say one thing. The momentum can be expressed by the symbol P. Okay. The momentum can be used to express the symbol P. Okay. Shall we continue the question? A car of 1000 kilogram moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay. So we can say that here the initial velocity is also given. Here the initial velocity is u. That is how much? Here the initial velocity is given here. That is 10 meter per second. Okay. Then on applying brakes, it comes to rest in 5 seconds. Here the time is given. That is time is equal to 5 seconds. Okay. Then what are its initial momentum and final momentum? We want to find here the initial momentum and final momentum. The initial momentum we can write as P1 or MU. Okay. Initial momentum. We want to find here the initial momentum and the final momentum. Okay. Initial momentum can be represented by using the symbol P. Okay. Here the initial momentum and final momentum we want to see. So here I write MU. Okay. Or we can also write P1. Okay. That's equal to. Here M is how much? Here M is how much? 1000 kilogram. So we can write 1000 into U. U is 10. Okay. U is 10. Okay. Is it clear? Then here 1000 kilogram into 10 meter per second. So by multiplying this we will get how much? 10,000 kilogram meter per second. 10,000 kilogram meter per second. 10,000 kilogram meter per second. Okay. Then we want to find final momentum also. We want to find here final momentum also. The final momentum can be represented by final momentum. Can be represented by mv or p2. Okay. mv or p2. Okay. Here the final velocity that is 0. Okay. Here on applying brakes it comes to rest in 5 seconds. So v is equal to 0 meter per second. Okay. So I am putting this value here. M is 1000 kilogram. And here V is 0. Okay. So that's equal to 0. Is it clear? Then here the initial momentum is 10,000 kilogram meter per second and the final momentum is 0. Okay. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next question? A hockey ball of mass 200 gram hits on a hockey stick. Okay, here gram is given. We want to convert this 200 gram into kilogram. Okay, so by dividing by 1000. Okay, then here mass is given. That is how much? 200 gram. Okay, we want to convert this gram into kilogram by dividing 1000. By dividing by 1000. Okay. Then next one, with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Here the velocity is 10 meter per second. That is u is 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Then calculate the change in momentum if the ball bounces back on the same path with the same speed. Here the ball is returning back to the position with the same speed. Okay, then v is how much? That is v is 10 meter per minus 10 meter per second. That is the ball is returning back with the same speed. So we can write v is equal to minus 10 meter per second. Okay. Then We want to find here the changing momentum of the ball bounces back on the same path with the same speed. Okay, here we want to see the initial momentum and final momentum and also changing momentum. Okay, initial momentum, that is P1 or mu. Here I am writing P1. Okay, that is 200 gram. Your mass is 200 gram. So we are going to convert this mass into kilogram by 1000. Okay. Then U is 10 meter per second. Okay. U is 10 meter per second. Okay. By substituting this, we will get 2 kilogram meter per second as the answer. Okay. 2 kilogram meter per second as the answer. Okay. 2 kilogram meter per second as the answer. Next one, we want to find here the final momentum. Final momentum can be represented as mv or P2. Here I am writing P2. Okay, P2. So here P2 is how much? So here mass is same. The ball is returning back to its position with the same speed. Okay. That is 200 by 1000. So here final velocity is minus 10 meter per second. Okay. So by substituting this, by solving this, we will get as minus 2 kilogram meter per second. Is it clear? So here we want to find here in this question. Calculate the changing momentum if the ball bounces back on the same path with the same speed. Okay, so here we want to find the changing momentum. How can we find the changing momentum? That is mv minus mu. Okay, mv minus mu. We want to find here the changing momentum. How can we find? Either by mv minus mu or by P2 minus P1. Okay. Here we take as P2 and P1. So we can write mv how much? Minus 2. And here mu how much? That is also 2. Okay. Here mv or P2 is minus 2. And mu is 2. Okay, so then by subtracting this, we will get minus 4 kilogram meter per second. Minus 4 kilogram meter per second as the answer. Okay, here changing momentum is minus 4 kilogram meter per second. Is it clear? So this is all about today's class. I think all of you got clear idea about it, momentum. Okay. So we can continue it in the next class. Thank you.